Welcome everybody to SheBlooms. This is my 2020 baby, my child, my firstborn. This is Chantal, Shanti Balu, or just Balu. Everybody calls me something different. Goes with all of my different personalities, really. But SheBlooms. This is a space for women to grow and glow together. Just exchange a bunch of stories on all aspects of life, really. So love, career, friendships, everyday issues, beauty, body image. So I'm going to be having different guests every month. And we're all going to just speak on it, speak on whatever the topic is. This month is the first edition, and this is the month of love. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you tuning in. So I'm here with my sisters, my friends for this first episode. I'm going to let them introduce themselves and then we will get right into it.
Hi everyone, my name is Grace. My street name is Gara. And my Pan-African alter ego is Nema for Grace. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so excited for you, Shanti. I'm glad that you're finally doing this. We've talked about it for so long, tried to sit at different times. I'm so happy that we're finally doing this.
I'm Diane. People go by the name of Di, Didi, Didu, or Sherry. I'm the one and only sister. Very happy to be here and looking forward to having some real conversations. So let's get started.
Hi, my name is Maureen. Most people know me as Mama Gabi. Jedi Master, Lunar Bean, Mo Gisha, Gishamo, all those names. I'm very excited to be here.
What's your stripper name?
My stripper name, More Money.
I think what we can tell is that all of us have multiple personalities, so this is sure to be interesting, okay? So, ladies, it's February. And I mean, let me say, I'm like a hopeless romantic. Shout out to Meg Ryan and all her movies. Love, she's the best. Yeah. Anyways, shout out to Netflix as well for having You Got Mail. Anyway, today we're gonna celebrate love, talk about love and all things love related. So tell me, what do you guys feel about the month of love? You guys hate it? Think it's capitalistic? What do you guys think?
I feel
whole mood.
That is how I feel.
Well, I love love. I don't like that clichéness of Valentine's Day. I don't mind it being there so people can get to celebrate some more because people get busy in their daily lives. They forget. So if there's a special day for just that, why not? Why not?
I mean, if you really have to set out a day and month for people to remember to celebrate love, then what's the point?
Well, I think it's the same argument as we celebrate our birthdays, we celebrate the birth
Mother's
of Christ,
Day.
Mother's Day. I mean, what's wrong with it? I hope my problem is that it's not a public holiday.
Right?
Yeah.
And my problem is that chocolate becomes expensive. A bitch wants
Yeah.
cheap shit, okay? They really do.
They do.
Yeah.
Even flowers goes up.
But it is
Even flowers, yeah. Flowers becomes expensive.
Anyways, I have never received chocolate or flowers on Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay, I'll send you this year.
Hold you accountable.
Listen, let me tell you, if no one is sending you Valentine's Day presents, buy your goddamn self something. Don't you love yourself? I buy myself flowers every year.
Ooh, that's not
Actually, when
60-something days to buy yourself flowers.
I buy myself flowers on Valentine's Day, and I'm committed to it because I'm not gonna wait for somebody to tell me, "Oh, I love you so much." I love myself enough.
Yay.
Actually, there was a year when I was at Kasha, and we gave flowers to our top customers, and then we also gave flowers
I remember that. I got them.
to some people in the community that we knew either they were single or they had lost a husband or they were divorced or whatever. So just a reminder, and I think it was a good gesture, and the feedback was it was well received. Mm-hmm. So I think buy yourself flowers or gift your friends. Galentine's I think is a new concept which I'm really down for. I think I celebrated it before I even knew the name. Really?
Yeah.
Before it had a name. So, I mean, celebrate with your girlfriends. Why not?
I mean, I feel like that's probably the purest form of love, is like with your sister friends. So
I'm here for the
It
holiday.
really is. So I
Yeah.
feel like, men come and go.
And
But your
friends
sisters are like
forever.
family. There's somewhere you can't get rid of your family. Well, some friends you can get rid of. Yes.
Some friends don't get flowers. Just saying.
But yeah, I think literally give people their flowers when they're here, right?
Yeah.
Whether that's in the form of love or just respect. Yeah, why not?
I think. Are we? Are people dating undercover?
Can we
No.
curse on this show?
Yeah. First of all, look at the host. The host's whole vocabulary is full of curse words.
Yes.
So please.
I think it's like I've always done. It's any other day. When I'm single, I don't even think about it.
Single versus in a relationship. Valentine's Day, you take it the same way.
Yes. So when I was in a relationship, like it depends on the person. If the person really is a Valentine's person, I will go with the flow. But personally, I don't think it's any.
Thing special.
Yes. I love that the people get to celebrate, but
Yeah.
no, it's like the same. I'll take Monday, the same. I'll take Friday. People take Monday as a big deal. My Monday is my Friday. I'll celebrate every day I'm alive.
Since I'm self-partnering, is that the term?
Are you going to become an Instagram person who takes those has a whole wedding by themselves?
I actually plan on marrying myself.
Yeah, but
That's,
my God.
yeah, but I'm going to
Self-love to the max.
Netflix and chill by myself. And maybe Mush. She always gives. Oh, I lied. Mush has given me a card for Valentine's.
Mush is her son,
My son, yeah. Mush is my son. He's
who
given me
has
a
a real
card.
name, but that's his street
But
name.
Mush is his street name.
Gabriel. Gabriel has given me a card.
Yeah. Maybe this year I'll talk to Mush to get you flowers. That would be cute. Or I'll buy them for him.
Why did you
get
say
surprised?
it? Yeah.
Maureen doesn't like the element of surprise.
I do.
Do you?
Yes.
I feel like
if
you-
I know about it in advance.
There you go.
So I think for me, I don't know. There was a year we went out with just the girls. We went for dinner. Remember? We went to
Was I
repubs.
there?
Yeah, weren't you there?
Oh, but that's the year I got flowers from Kasha though.
Same year.
And
Actually, that
everyone
was a great
thought
year.
I was engaged. Jokes.
Yeah.
JK, still single.
Yeah, I think going out for dinner with the girls or going to pamper yourself, go for a massage or whatever, why not? But Netflix and chill is also not bad. What day is it on this year's? I don't even know.
I have no idea.
I don't know. We can check a phone. I don't know.
I think it's a weekend actually.
Is it? I think it's like a Friday. It might be a Friday. I hope. Anyway, I don't know.
I don't think it's.
It can fall on any day and I'm excited. I don't know what it
Clearly,
is
we're
about
all
Valentine's
single. Nobody
Day.
knows the day.
Jeez. I just know it's on the 14th and I'm here for it. I'm ready to buy myself flowers, get flowers from all y'all bitches, if y'all know me. Speaking of all of us being single, what are we all looking for? Or are we enjoying our singleness? Or are we changing ourselves for partners? What's happening?
Well, enjoying singleness? I don't know. I think I've reached the max.
The maximum enjoyment.
Maximum enjoyment. I'm done.
Speak it into life, Di. What do you want?
Let's speak it into existence. But speaking of what do we want, I think we have to be realistic, right? We can't want, I don't know, super successful, God-fearing, family person, good credit, and then you're not that person,
Right.
Like you also need to become that person and to be able to see your reflection, I think. I think that's important. So I do think the period of being single is important to know yourself, become a better human being, and then everything else falls into place.
I think the saddest thing is that people don't get to celebrate that season, and it's there for a reason.
Yes.
So many people get caught up. Oh, I'm looking, I'm searching. I'm so glad I'm not in a place where I feel like I'm searching for anything. Like if it's there, if I get what I want, honestly to God, I'm not searching. I'm enjoying the season, and it has always come easily for me. I know it's not easy to other people. So I really wish everyone could use that season to work on themselves. So I think it's a gift, actually. It's the same way when you're in a happy relationship, you can be happily single. If you're in the relationship,
Are there happy relationships?
yes, no perfection, but what are you willing to put up with? I think that should be the question. Everyone has their deal breakers.
I think you discover that during your singleness. I think that's when you discover what you're about, what you want from a person. And also, to be honest, also from failed relationships.
Yeah, true.
People get caught up in oh my God, we broke up, I'm so sad.
did you learn something
Blah, blah.
from that?
Bitch, what the fuck did you learn? Okay? That shit ain't work out for a reason, and let's celebrate that and be happy that the good Lord showed you that. You know what I mean? So I think working on yourself for a partner makes sense because you want to be the best person that you can be in a relationship. But I don't agree with women, and I mean I have a lot of friends who I think have done this, and I see it a lot, change themselves for a man.
Yes.
But then why do you call it working on yourself for a partner? Why aren't you working on yourself for you?
Yeah.
I don't know, because I don't know what it is, but anyway, I think that what I'm currently doing is working on myself for me. But I've noticed that when people get into relationships, they change a lot. And it's not like a personal change. It's like, it's a chameleon effect, Like whatever he's down with, that's what I'm down with, and this is just my new mentality, and you didn't really know me before, so you're not my real friend. Girl!
People even forget who they really are.
Yeah, and you become someone completely different.
I think what she said about us being realistic, I do believe in being realistic, but we also should aim, higher, right? And if I feel like I want a person who has all these qualities, maybe I want that because they will help motivate me get to that level. So while I'm waiting for that, or praying for that, or hoping for that, whatever it is that a person believes in, I will also work on me, not for the person, but for myself, because I see things in myself that need to change, or that areas where I need to grow. So maybe if we all adopt that mentality, not that we're trying to do it for somebody else, but for ourselves, because if you do change for someone else, you're going to reach in a space where you don't recognize who you are anymore, and you're not going to be happy with that person, because it's contrary to who you are deep down. So
Very true.
So work on yourself, but for your own personal, growth, but still aim higher.
And then it comes naturally, as you develop as a person, you attract better.
Yes,
because you really can't do certain things. You know what you really want.
Yeah, I definitely believe in the power of attraction. So tell me, what is love for you guys? What is love, and how can you be sure that you're really in love with someone? Because I think sometimes we maybe fall in lust. Are you in love? Are you in lust? Are you in like? What are you in? Are you lonely? Because, girl, sometimes all you want is a cuddle. Hello? No. Or a text message. Even that, Bambi. Someone text me.
So you send yourself flowers, so you can send yourself.
I don't know. What are those like texting apps? Like I'm gonna start texting myself from some kind of an app.
Sometimes.
Oh
from one account to another.
Just and be like, hey girl, checking you out. You look so fine. Thank you.
But as a joke to myself.
What was the question?
The question was, what is love to you?
What
and how
is
do you know that
love?
you're in love?
Baby, don't hurt me.
Hey, don't hurt me no more. I think people discover this when relationships go south. They realize
Decide what healthy looks like to you, and then if it's not healthy, even though it's unconditional, you have to love that person differently.
Don't you think, speaking of healthy love, that the person who is in love does not know what healthy love is? And sometimes people around you know what's healthy and try to tell you that what you're in is not healthy. And you just can't see it. Like you're what they call blind love. You love
Yeah.
Because I've seen people who have loved people so much and selflessly and endlessly, and it's like, sis, this ain't the one. Like, move the fuck on. It's not happening.
But who are you to judge?
No. It's judging the healthiness of it because you see that person's pain on a daily.
But you're only seeing one side of the story. Maybe some people are just dramatic. I'm one of those dramatic people. So maybe you're just seeing the drama that this person is bringing, and you don't have the full picture of the relationship.
Maybe they're also toxic.
Yeah. Maybe they're the toxic one.
Then the whole thing should end.
I think it's important to know who should be in your mind, right? So if you have this tribe of friends or close family that know you very well and have known you much longer than you have been in this relationship, and they're telling you, I don't think this person is good for you, or you're a different person when you're around this person, or you're not happy, then I think you need to decide, is this somebody who really means well for me? Is this somebody who really knows me, and I should really value their opinion, because that's your tribe.
But does it ever work?
Does your tribe's message get to you?
You're in love with them.
Rarely,
It's like a drug, really.
I don't
That's
think
all
your
that
tribe
matters.
talking. Yeah, Hugo, your tribe. You're like, who the fuck are these bitches? Yeah, you're like, sis is jealous.
I don't know about the jealous bit, but for me personally, the way I take it is I have to be comfortable with the decision because I have to live with that decision. So if I'm going to make a decision, it has to be something that I have taken on my own.
Girls react negatively when
No,
you
I
talk
know
to
they
them about
do.
their
Yeah,
feelings.
that they do.
Yeah.
That they
Pretending.
do.
But you know what?
I agree.
When it eventually all unfolds, they remember.
Yeah.
This person told me this.
Yeah.
And
You
as
be
long
the-
as
and
you're
you're
genuine
saying-
in your
And
in
you're
your-
saying true to yourself. Enjoy it behind, like really. If I really like it's tangible, it's something like I know it to be a fact. Then you see your friend going, I will tell you, hate me now. Eventually you realize that I was telling the truth. Well, now as I'm wiser, I might maybe just let it be for a while. But some things are really big, yeah. Like from what I've been through personally, I feel like if someone had told me, I respect the people who tell me more than the people who kept quiet while they knew.
It depends on what they're telling me. If they're telling me cheating, that one I want to know.
Do you want to know with evidence, or you want to tell?
Well-
you want me to come to you and tell you, I heard this in the streets. I don't know the girl.
Tell me.
I don't know the guy. I don't know where this happened at.
I don't know whether it's.
but
I don't
I've
care whether
had-
it's speculation.
Really?
Tell me.
Really?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
do not want to know.
I can
I
never tell
want
you
to know.
about
I
it.
want to know with evidence.
Yeah.
No, I want to know.
Send me an anonymous email on Gmail. You can create whatever goddamn name you want to create.
I can
send me an
promise you
email.
I
Send me
will never
pictures.
How do you get evidence for these things?
Oh, this is very
Screenshots.
very. Leave even screenshots, photos, please.
There's
In these
pictures. There's
streets,
screenshots. There's video.
Pictures of if your friend's like spouse or
I have been in
boyfriend is cheating with someone
instances
else.
where I can
How big is that?
definitely.
Things have you never entered a restaurant and seen like Saido and Habu
Canoodling.
What if it's-
canoodling?
how do you know they're like, oh, okay, canoodling?
What do you mean?
I was going to never make a sound.
Or if you maybe have received some screenshots of something happening about these two people, then you see them in public and they look a bit too cozy.
Or you have a
These
mutual.
days it's easy to get evidence. I haven't dated in these days. So.
Yeah, in this day and age of a screenshot, man, nigga, it's a zib. Huh? It's a real zib.
But I was speaking from the point of view of the person in the relationship, not as a person giving advice. So
Yeah.
I would go with whatever is in my gut because I have to live with that decision.
True.
Yeah.
True. So are we saying that love at first sight does not exist? Because Diane mentioned, it's love, it's with time, it's with trials and tribulations and struggles. Girl, first of all, ain't nobody want to struggle. Me, I'm not here for the
Right?
struggle, Bambi. If you can't come in to love me, love me
Love
struggleless. Huh? I've struggled enough as a single bitch. I want pure love. Love at first sight. Real, not real, imaginary, in people's heads, what's happening?
I think the hopeless romantic in me wants to believe in it. I don't know if I've ever experienced it. I don't know. I don't think.
I've never experienced it, FYI.
Well,
Love at first sight.
my
I don't know.
parents, my dad says, both of them said it was love at first sight.
That's so
Yeah, and they're still together 40 years later. Yeah, and they knew, and
was a
despite
done
all the
deal.
obstacles, and it's the love we're talking about that's unconditional, no matter what we go through. Yeah. So I think there's a lot more to know about love, like that we don't know. Like it's so
That's true.
complex.
It's hard
Yeah.
to define.
As in, your dad saw your mom, and your mom saw your dad. It was
Yes,
instant.
it was instant. That's
was
what
a
they
zing.
say. I don't
Chino
know if you
chica.
want to romanticize it, but my dad recently said that my mom's 60th birthday party, when he saw her,
He
she
knew.
was 19, he was 22, he just knew.
Oh my lord, I'm
Yes.
about to cry.
And we talk about how they've all been together through it all.
Actually, I remember it happened to me once.
Really?
But it turned out to
In
be
P2?
lust. It turned out to be lust, but the moment was great. The short, yeah. it
I
was
mean,
lived, but
I
The
think
high.
there's something
The
for being
high.
said about living in the moment.
Right?
yeah.
Maybe
nev-
we got too ahead of ourselves.
I
in our
think
heads.
life is about faith. Like
Never-
if you
never
believe these
think
things
it,
happen, they
yeah.
happen to you. Like maybe
Yeah.
this to believe, you can meet someone and they're.
I do believe that it exists. I've never experienced it. I just feel like we cannot judge one person's experience, because we haven't gone through it. So if people say it's there, then it's there. If there's evidence like Gara's parents, then it's definitely there. And I believe in it and I want to feel it and I want to experience it in its full glory.
But
know
maybe
if
do
I
you
want
feel
love at
like-
first sight.
Do you feel like we love differently? Like thinking
Yes.
of Gara's
Maybe it's
parents.
attraction
Yes.
that end up into love, maybe.
But also, like your parents, I feel like just come from a different
Or
time.
it's a different time. I was about to
Like,
ask.
And the way,
Yeah.
you know, the way people
the way
loved
we
those
love these
days
days,
was...
like people are just everybody wants instant gratification. Like if it's not real immediately, then it's not real.
not real.
You know, it's like I have no patience.
We don't
And
want
if
to
it's
work.
not
Yeah.
perfect, I think there's a thing about perfection because
But life is not a fucking filter. Like really.
yeah, because people have an issue with like fights, you know, fights, conflict. You have a fight with somebody day one or your first fight and you've broken up. Oh my God, I'm over him. I'm done.
I don't mind fights if they are reasonable. If we can both come together at the end of the day and say that, okay, I did this, you did this, and we agree and we work through it and move on. But if
What do you
it's-
consider working through a fight?
I mean, you talk about what happened, find where the problem was, and figure out ways to deal with the
So
said
it goes
problem.
down to communication. Like
Uh-huh.
how are you dealing with it in a mature way? How did you take it? Yeah.
Or are we going to sulk and not talk to each other for 5 days? Or
That's what I was going to say. Like, if you can fight in a mature way, where when you come together at the dining table for dinner and you talk about it or whatever, I think we come from different places. We're all brought up differently.
Yeah.
I think fighting or having disagreements is really a part of the journey. But if you can come together and say, you know what, let me hear you out. Let me hear your point of view, and then you somehow find a compromise. I think that's just a part of life.
even if you don't agree.
Being open-minded, being willing to listen. We really underrate listening.
So when you have a person, when you're dating a person who you guys are fighting, or maybe you have a fight or an argument, and then you don't, maybe you put it under the rug. Is that what the term is? I don't know, whatever that is, under the rug, and you just move on. You just brush it off, whatever the case may be. So then, how do you guys think that evolves or helps the relationship evolve? Because I feel like that is a disaster.
It is.
And I think a lot of people in this day and age just don't want to rock the boat, Especially maybe with I've seen it with a bunch of my friends and people in Kigali, because dating in Kigali is not the best, where girls almost are desperate and don't want to rock the boat.
And they put up with anything.
And they put up with
How they
everything.
create that persona you were talking about.
Yeah.
Like,
So they're like, oh my
what
God,
he wants me to be.
I'm really upset about this issue, but he doesn't want to address it, so therefore I'm not going to address it. And then anyway, I'm happy. And then you just move on. You're like, I got a man, you ain't got a man.
But that's how people end up getting divorced or breaking up over washing the dishes. Something so small,
true.
but it's really things that have built
been
up
piling
over
up.
time, right? And then you can't even remember what it is what is it?
You're fighting.
The straw that broke the
camel's back.
You don't even know what that is, but it's just like I can't take any more, right? And I think that's just it's a disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah, I really feel like, I guess what Gara said was true. Communication is key. So listen, people, talk to your mans, okay? Talk.
your woman.
Or your woman. Or the imaginary ones. Any or.
Or yourself.
Or yourself.
Or text yourself back.
Text your, please don't ghost yourself. Do not ghost yourself, because ghosting is first of all, I fucking hate the concept of ghosting.
What about
The
gaslighting?
most disrespectful
It's the
thing.
most disrespectful
Ghosting is if we're
thing.
chatting and you just go silent.
That's ghosting.
Yes, then
And what's
gaslighting.
Oh, you're in a relationship, then someone goes silent on you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Gaslighting is you've done something wrong, and then okay, I've done something wrong, and I try to make you seem like you're cuckoos for bringing it up.
Oh, that's like majority
That's what
men.
reverse psychology, that's what most guys do. Like, oh, you're a
Most
magic
or
Why are you so
all.
emotional? Why are you so argumentative?
They create a
Why do you want
monster
an
and they can't
argument?
deal with it.
And then this lady or girl can't say anything when shit goes down because she's terrified of this being
Labeled insane?
what is that word? No, that word. A nagging girlfriend.
Oh my goodness me,
Nagging
nagging.
wife.
Husbands, have you ever heard of
I've never met a nagging husband or had of
But
one.
there's so many nagging women apparently, nagging wives,
But I
nagging
guess maybe that's the
girlfriends.
equivalent to controlling husband.
Is it?
No.
No?
It's different.
Controlling is you're control. Nagging is like you literally are annoying the shit out of me. Yeah. So I think, and I've actually never heard of a nagging husband in my life. Where you at?
It's a gender sensitive word.
DM me.
Slide into the DMs.
Are you a nagging husband?
I can nag you, you nag me, let's nag each other. It's really all good. No, ghosting is so rude. First of all, breaking up. I think there's a mature way to break up, and there's a mature way to handle a breakup. If you're not in love anymore, say it, I don't know, have some kind of a discussion about it. Like, you guys got into a relationship via discussion, so get out of it the same way.
Exactly. Yeah, people don't have the ball.
Put in the same energy.
Yeah, the the same energy you brought entering this shit,
Use it
bring it back.
Emotions. This is someone, you're dealing with someone's
Heart.
psychological needs, and someone has to deal with all this residue. That's because you couldn't communicate in the right way. You can save someone so much.
Nigga, keep that same energy.
But do you mean like somebody's texting you and then they disappear, or like you're in an actual relationship and then they just...
No, there's somebody who texts you, then they disappear. There is somebody who you're actually dating, and then maybe just like they move on, or like I don't know
And
what
you're the last
what
person to
happens.
know?
Yeah,
They
you're
move
maybe
on
you.
without you knowing.
Yes, that's what's happening out here in the streets, girl. Diane has not dated in this past decade, so maybe that's what's happening. She don't know what's out here in these streets. But yeah, no, that's, first of all, ghosting is just rude. Don't ignite. Oh my God, what's that saying? Is it a Bob Marley saying?
A fire that you can't put out.
The one of basically that. Don't ignite a woman's.
I think it's Bob Marley.
Yeah, it's Bob
If you
Marley.
can't
If you can't deal with it or
Sustain it or
sustain it, like ignite a woman's fire. It's the
It's a big
rudest
deal
thing.
to us women. We grew up watching Cinderella. You meet your Prince Charming. And
With that glass slipper,
Ladies,
the
I feel
whole
like
thing.
we're men
Cinderella
bashing.
makes us,
Because it also happens to guys.
I actually
Few,
really hate
but it
Disney
does.
and love Disney. Like, I love Disney movies. I hate Disney movies for what they made me think about love.
expectations.
Yeah.
That guy from Tangled.
Who the fuck was entangled?
Sorry. Moving on to...
Maureen be watching this up to today.
Yes.
She's still looking for answers.
She's
It's
Rapunzel.
research.
Please do not research. Ain't nobody coming to kiss Sleeping Beauty.
Or
Nobody.
sleep for some years, then they ghost you. That's Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty was ghosted, man. She was ghosted.
Ghosting.
No, she ghosted. She didn't ghost.
Nah, she was ghosted, then they came back. She was ghosted.
No, she ghosted him because they met, then she fell asleep for years and he had to come and find her.
And kiss her. Bambi.
That's the shit that
Maybe
fucks
that's
you
what
up.
Diane is waiting.
No, Diane is waiting for someone to kiss her. That's called rape, my dear. Sexual harassment. Do not try this at home, people.
Thank
do
you for bringing
not.
it up.
This
It's not going to be Catholic Church.
don't fucking kill
Let's
me.
not go there.
It's not good there. Okay.
But I was saying, it's not just the ladies. It's not just the ladies who are facing these things. There's but there's some men who also go through this. Maybe it's because men don't like to talk about their feelings. But yeah, there's some women who also, we can also be a bit
Tough.
No, we really are.
somewhat.
And women, our weakness is we have the victim mentality. We are victim of man, or he did this to me.
But are
he
we
did
not?
that to me.
Are we not victims? I'm a victim, Bambi.
I'm not a victim.
What are we a victim of?
I think growing up
the
has
world.
shown me my own role in my own mess in my relationships, and coming from that, I know like what to expect or what to become. No, not what to become.
This goes
Okay,
both
not
ways.
a victim mentality, but do you think that, let's say in your relationships, do you think you've played the majority role in the demise of it?
No.
No.
So that's why you
Maybe-
become the
maybe
victim.
You know the majority. What the majority role is? The majority role is picking the wrong person from the beginning.
Yes.
That's the biggest
Going-
part. That's
yeah.
where you go wrong. And then
Well, that's
you
where
have
you
the
were
rabbit
in lust
We
versus
settled.
in love versus
Exactly. Then you
bitching.
realize,
You're like,
Oh,
oops.
snap.
and then you become this person who expects this person to be perfect. Or to become the person.
Not
Not perfect,
really.
but you want them to be a certain way. Trust me.
Or did you fall in love with the wrong person? Did they show you the best
And then
version
they
of
present
themselves?
time.
Did they
Yeah,
present
exactly.
to you a falsehood?
That's what.
Then you're not then you are the victim.
That one
you were
right
lied
there,
to.
right?
You were presented
Yeah.
the
But
wrong
why
thing.
wait long and then you go on trying to change this person to someone?
Because
they're
you don't
not?
want to have wasted your time. Can you imagine being in a relationship for like 4 years and then you're like, shit, now I have to go over and start
But that's
again?
your fault to waiting for the 4 years. Why didn't you fucking work out in the first
Maybe you're
place?
trying to work on
You're
it.
trying. I think you're trying to get back to what you first met.
Research
And you,
says
and you know
last
sometimes you
doesn't go
convince
beyond 2
yourself, and you convince yourself that maybe you're the problem because again they're telling you you're the nagging person. You convince yourself you're the problem and you're trying to work on you. But if you're in a relationship where you're the only one compromising,
And I think you also you feel like you knew a different person or a different version. So you're like, oh, we can get back to
that person.
So I think you stay in the relationship trying to get back to the person who you fell in love
And
with.
then when you don't get, you end up being resentful, or then you end up being the wrong person. I think that's
And your hair ends falling off.
I don't want to become a person that I'm not.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think about being friends with your exes? Are any of you guys friends with your exes? Well,
No.
Diane is friends with all of her exes, I think.
Well, I think I'm friendly.
And
that's what
friends.
I'm going to say.
I'm
You can be
friendly. Like I
Oh,
can
you don't
say
like
hi.
conflict, you don't like having bad
I mean,
relations.
for what? What's that negative energy for, right? Like for
yeah.
who, for what? Everybody takes responsibility of why it didn't work out.
And you
it
move
didn't
on.
work out for a certain reason, which is fine, and wish people well.
Do you
Meet
think you
them
hold
in
on to
their
your
back.
friendship in terms of it's a friendship and it's like friendly, just hi, or it's like a friendship with an open door? Like you may come back with hope, yes.
Them to be in the past.
I don't have any of their numbers. I don't know where they live. I don't know what they do. Like it's just you were friendly.
Now in 2020.
That's a 2020 thing.
That's a 2020 thing.
Cheers to that,
Cheers. Hey.
Yeah,
No?
I think just be
What
friendly.
are you friends with your exes?
Friendly. I think I'm friends with one. If he's an ex. One.
I don't know. Yeah, one
First
very
of all,
defined ex.
define
Yeah,
ex.
ghost them.
No, I did not ghost them, but we are friends. I mean, we call each other up on our birthdays.
Oh, that's cute. That's
Yeah.
a friend.
See,
Yeah.
no, I don't do no, thank you for what?
You're like, I don't
But
know when you, I don't know when you
he's
were
a nice
born,
person.
nigga.
I'm a nice person. We were young. It didn't
Yeah,
work
I
out.
think
And
Yeah, I think
it depends on how you
depends on
broke up
who.
and what happened
Who
in the
and when?
relationship.
I think young love, you guys can be friends. I think at this day and age, if somebody's playing with you and with your heart, I think it's a different ball game.
None of us was
No,
messing
me,
with each
I
other.
think even if they end up not being who you wanted them to be, who you thought they were, you liked that person.
You can.
You shared something
I agree
with
with
that
her. I'm
person, right?
friendly.
I think I still like everyone I've been with. But being friends is a different thing. I won't be calling you
Exactly.
like or be in your
So-
face or want you to be in mine. But if I met you somewhere,
I'm a bit different.
You completely cut them off.
The old me completely is cut off. Like, I don't know you. I don't know if you're alive, dead. I don't know what the fuck is going on with you. But now, and recently I posted it on my Instagram actually. That did you guys see that? My post about exes.
did it go viral?
It really did.
What did you post?
I posted something on my IG.
Saying what?
And it was about not talking ill of your exes, which because you liked them at some point you were in love with them. So I think I
I
that
saw
is
that.
me. I might cut you off and never be your friend again, but I will never speak ill of you. I won't call you names out here in these streets. I won't put your business out here in these streets, which to me I think is still a form of love and showing love and respect and even respecting whatever it was that we had, but we're not friends. You're not my friend. I'm not
reflects
calling
on
you
you,
when I
right?
have a
When you
chizibu.
talk ill of someone, it reflects on the kind of
Yeah,
person
I'm
you
not
are.
gonna talk ill of you. I wish you love and light. God bless, but you're not in my life. I'm not in yours. This was a choice we both made when we broke up. We are not in each other's lives.
When you broke up, when you were ghosted.
When I was ghosted. Like, nigga, when you ghosted me, you chose not to be in my life, okay? So you won't be in my life. I don't believe in that shit of like, oh my God, we're Facebook friends. No.
No, I think once you love someone, you always have some kind of love for them, right? But for me,
Have you never seen people who go on a rant
Okay,
about their
it depends
exes?
on how you broke up. I don't think with any of the exes you broke up so badly that I hate them, right? I don't hate any
Yeah,
of
I
them,
don't hate any of my
right?
exes.
But I do think there's something to say about we're not in that space anymore, and maybe they have moved on. You have to respect that relationship, the new relationship as well.
Yeah.
I think it would make the new person uncomfortable
yeah.
for you to be so
Friendly,
so
yeah.
close, so you know. You have a history that
I will give
can't
you your
erase it,
space.
so-
I don't.
Just let them
space
go
here,
and
when I go
let
up
them
here.
go.
Why do you
Yeah.
block on Facebook and stuff? Is it for them or you? Because for me,
so
I think when I block
I do
you,
both.
It's for myself. I don't want
It's
to
for
want to
yourself.
see
It's for
you.
both.
So I want to give
I do for
myself
both.
room not to see your post.
I do for
remember,
both. I do for both.
I mean, if we're done, we're done. You're out of my life. I'm out of your life. But we can be friendly.
recently I tried, I think, to have an ex who was like still on social media, and I was like, okay, whatever. Like, cool. It's really kawa. Like I felt like, oh, you know, I'm really unbothered. But then at some point I was like, do I want this person knowing what the fuck I'm doing? No. I really don't. Like, I just don't want you to know what I'm doing. But I know on WhatsApp, I have blocked people for myself because I don't want to message you, because you become so comfortable. Like, that's your go-to person.
Naturally.
And so you're naturally going to message them. So I will block you and delete your number just so I don't do that.
Yeah.
It's not so that you
And
don't
they
message
always
me.
think maybe it's about them.
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
You
that it's
block.
past that time.
Yeah.
I had people ask me, why did you block? Nigga, this ain't about you.
Yeah.
This is really for myself.
Self-preservation.
Yeah, you know,
And just to get it out of your mental space.
out of your system. So with that saying, does love wear out? Do you think there's like a countdown to when love ends? Is it unconditional, as Dai said?
I don't think there's such a thing as like, I think for me, unconditional love is where you both keep working on each other to ensure that you remain in love. So if the reason you fell for a person is because they used to, send you flowers or, message you or do nice things for you, and that changes at some point, well, in my experience, you're obviously going to start seeing this person a different way. Because basically, I feel it's work. So if you're both not working on it to remain in the love, then it's definitely going to, at some point, wear out.
I don't know, I haven't done this in a while.
Diane is like, I haven't been in love for a long ass time.
We're out. Honestly, for me, when I love, I think I really love. I've never had maybe the
Endlessly.
degree,
So all of your
the
exes,
degree
you still
at-
love them
at-
the same.
love, not
the
in
same,
love,
but
the degree
Yeah.
at which you care maybe changes. You care less.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Is that what is called love wearing out?
I think so. That's
Yeah.
the fading of
But
love.
I think it's still love, because if something
I
were
think
to
I'll
happen to them
still-
right now, I think
I'll
you would
still
run
do
to
what
them.
yes, what I would have done.
Would you do that most?
No.
With love fading and this talk of breakups and conflicts and fights and stuff, what are you guys' biggest fears when it comes to love or falling in love?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm afraid that I'll die alone.
I'm
Do
afraid
you
that
really
loved.
think that?
Yes.
Coming and cut.
By Mosh?
I mean, but that's what
Talk
Bush.
about romantic love.
My
Okay,
son
let's talk
told-
about romantic love.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, die alone and unloved. Like I'll never experience that, great the love of your life
love
where
of your
you.
When you're still young.
I am Asian.
People meet the love of their lives at 60. Come
But
on.
I won't be at my best at 60.
Who cares? Then it's
They will
true
love you
because
for
they
who
will
you
love
are.
you for your whatever
I hope
gravity has
so.
done
But
to
that's
you.
my fear, that I will die unloved or alone or whatever.
I think my fear is that I'll find it like so late in life and that it will be short-lived.
At least it will be lived, bitch.
Yeah, I guess.
Take what
but
you
like-
can get.
Yeah, but I just mean like look at our parents, right? They were married they were so in love for
And
such
so
a short
young,
time,
yeah.
right? 13 years, and then recently we lost an uncle, and he got married later on in life, and he was only married for 5 years. The love of his life. So it's quite sad. It's like I don't know. You find people and they've lived their full lives, and it's like, how much time do you have left? I think that's my fear. That's my fear.
That resonates with me.
Sometimes we just expect things to be not perfect,
Yeah, not
but,
perfect.
but the way you're saying, and then we think we should own people. Not think we should, but when you're in love, we have a misconception that person belongs to you. And that's where we go wrong. That person
Yeah.
doesn't belong to you. They belong to themselves. So if in that moment they are loving you, be great. I don't think settle
Take
for less.
it, yeah.
Be grateful for that moment that you're having. Enjoy the people when they're there, Because no one knows what tomorrow. If it's not separation, it could be death, it could be sickness, or a person becomes whatever.
I think she's just terrified of pain.
Yeah, I'm terrified of pain. That's what
That's
it
what I
is.
was,
I'm
I was
not
telling you,
here for
it's
real.
more of an
about,
expectation thing. And I think what we get hurt from our expectations. So if I'm not expecting someone to be my forever,
You
it's
have
not
a
me settling for
self-fulfilling
less.
prophecy.
I would love it to be forever, but if it happens not to be forever,
You'll be okay.
I'll be happy that it happened.
Yeah.
Me, I enter any
Yeah.
relationship knowing that anytime it can end, and I'm okay with that.
Now I feel like now that I'm old, I have a different look on things. I'm like thinking about what's the lesson learned from every relationship. So I think that's probably going to help my fears. God bless. Let's see what happens. But yeah, it's just to like look back, think on like where did things go wrong, why, what did I learn from this experience, and think of it not like as a failure or a failed relationship, but as
As a lesson
A
learned.
lesson learned. Do you guys think romantic love is the most important love of all?
No, I think God's love is the most important love of all.
That's what I was going to say.
Like once you find that and
But
and
that's
are
guaranteed.
sure,
That's the love you always have. I think
yeah, but
self-love
you
is the
know
most
you know
important love.
that, but also knowing you loving God in turn is the love. Because God loves us unconditionally, but do we love Him unconditionally?
And do we put our trust in Him?
Yes.
I think
don't
it's both. I
confuse me.
think it's I think it's the love of the Lord, and I think it's self-love. I think that sets the foundation for you put out to the world what your boundaries are and how you want to be loved. I think that really sets the tone for everything.
All God wants is for us to do something for ourselves. So for me, I feel it's self-love.
I was about to say, I
Because-
think it's self-love that God wants us to give ourselves.
Exactly, because God gave us everything we need.
It is self-love because the Bible says love your neighbors as you love yourself. So you can't love somebody else if you don't love yourself, which is what I meant. Personally, I know God loves me. I'm not yet sure if I have learned how to love myself and love Him and accept that love from Him. So that is what I
If
meant.
you love God, don't you think you love yourself? Because you're a creation of God?
I'm not sure if what I feel is like full love because I feel like if I loved God the way I'm meant to love Him, I would follow all His commandments, right?
Because let me tell you,
And I'm
God
not-
ain't make no mistakes on you.
Amen.
Sibjo?
Amen.
I think for me, self-love, just, maybe some tips I can share of what I do, right? Self-love is really self-care. So in terms of prayer, I pray with gratitude. I always start with gratitude. You should just be thankful for the smallest things. Somebody held the door for you. Somebody waited for you to park properly. The small things that happen every day.
Take for granted.
You do that, and then also I listen to gospel music in the morning as I'm getting ready. I've shared that many times. Pray constantly. Read. But self-love to me is peace of mind. So I have to have like 30 minutes in the morning to myself before I check my emails, before I go on social media and see what's going on in the world, which is usually depressing.
Yes.
Just read a book for 10 minutes, have some herbal tea, just do something that is for me, that I can say, okay, I'm ready to go out into the world and I'm ready to receive whatever God has ready for me. So I think that's all important.
It's great advice.
I think to me, self-love is no. Really don't know how much to say no. Like, no doesn't come naturally to me. So sometimes me just saying no, that's for me. Like, I'm not doing this because I want to do this for myself.
What do you guys love about yourselves?
I like my sense of humor. I mean, it's not for everyone, but it gets me there. I crack myself up, and yeah, I love that about myself. And the fact that I get up every time I'm down.
I think for me, it's forgiveness. Like, I forgive people, I forgive myself. Taking account of the things that are of my own, wrongs. Like, I really take time to know, I could have done better here. Just reflection and just taking stock of everything, forgiving myself and forgiving others.
For me, honestly, and I hope this doesn't sound, self-centered, but I think I have a good heart. I think I really love people, and I'm trying to be kind and inclusive, and I know my heart is pure. My intentions could be pure. Maybe they don't always. Maybe the delivery isn't always the way it should be. And like Gara says, I will apologize if I feel like I'm in the wrong. But I feel like my intentions, my heart, everything always comes from love and from a good place. And I think that's something that I strive to be every day. And I think naturally I'm like that. But I also think, it was a great lesson from our dad when he passed away. I think, many people could say, oh, he was so smart, or he was so funny, he was so this and that. But really, I think what has been resonating over the years is people always say he was so kind. He had the biggest heart, and I think that's something that I
And
will
you girls have got it from him, I must say. You girls are
Hopefully.
Bambi and Mommy, if she's listening.
What I love about myself the most is that I am multifaceted, I'll say. I have different personalities. I like that I'm a little bit ratchet or a lot.
It's called being bipolar.
I was about to say, I love my mental illnesses. I am one with my mental illness. The voices I hear, I love y'all. Thank you so much. I like that I know that I'm not one way. What do you guys do to make yourselves feel better? Like, let's say you're feeling down, like Maureen, you were saying how, you bring yourself back up from being at a low place
That
or
is
whatever.
legal? No, I'm kidding.
or illegal, just whisper it. Whisper, no one will hear.
What I do, I listen to Hillsong, I listen to gospel music, I listen to all sorts of music. Music always makes me happy. I also, I talk to my son. He's hilarious, and he's super hilarious, and he always has the right thing to say. He's very mature for his age. So that always gets me up, and if that doesn't work, I'll talk to a friend.
Yeah, I think friendships are solid gold. Like really, if you hit the jackpot with good friends, I think you can talk about almost anything, really. Yeah, music, Netflix, thank God for Netflix.
Amen.
Right. And the church said,
Amen.
yeah, money and time, maybe a spa treatment. It depends on what has depressed me or what's, hurting me. Or sometimes a good cry. I mean, why lie? Sometimes.
Oh my God, do
Yeah.
you guys have a cry playlist?
Yes.
I have one.
Let me tell you not a playlist, but something that makes me cry every single frigging Thursday for no reason is
Grey's.
Grey's Anatomy. Oh my
That's the
God,
best.
That show
is
yeah.
guaranteed tears.
Yeah.
But also sometimes I put on sad music just to make myself cry.
I believe I haven't watched any show in more than I think. I don't remember when I last watched any shows.
Sex
Well, Grace,
education,
that's what you
for
call a busy bitch getting money.
But I think for me, is reminding myself who I am. I've worked so hard to be who I am. So it will be just, but Grace, you're this and this. Don't let the world make you feel any different. Because most times when I'm down, it's because maybe someone said something that's mean or took me for who I'm not, It's just reminding myself. I'll make that list properly. Like, Grace, you're this to others, you're this to yourself, you've done this for yourself, this is how far you've come. And I think the whole thing of taking a stock of everything I've done or reflecting is like, okay, this is where you are and this is where you could go, So don't beat up yourself about it. This is life. But I think I'm a very resilient person, and I love that.
And let's just not forget that we are drinkers. We do drinks sometimes.
Sometimes a good glass,
A glass of something strong.
something on the rocks can go down.
Do not do this at home.
We're not
if you're
saying
18
you
and
should
below.
become alcoholics. We're not saying you should drink and drive. There are numbers we can recommend in the DMs.
Yeah.
For people to drive you after hours, but just sometimes.
A glass of wine a day keeps the doctor away.
Not a day.
For myself, maybe, what's that song? You're So Vain? You know that song?
I feel like
the
I bet you think the song is
about you.
Don't you?
Maybe that's
don't
me.
you.
Because the way that I make myself feel better is doing a full face of makeup.
Oh wow! But yeah,
Like that just does it for me. Even if I'm sick, if I'm depressed, if I'm unhappy, whatever the case may be, if I put on some foundation, like a full face beat, I'm like, hallelujah, amen. The
First
good
off,
Lord loves me.
that is art.
I have a friend actually who says that, not necessarily about makeup, but about like dressing up and just,
Yeah.
if you feel like shit on the inside, just like don't project that.
Yeah,
Because
I
the world
don't.
will treat you that way.
I don't. I look my. If I look my best, please give me a hug, Bambi. I'm sorry. Diane mentioned something about finding a good group of friends and a sisterhood. So I wanted to ask you, because you have your own journey with this discovery, about finding your tribe versus your community.
Yeah, so where do I start with this story? But I think maybe I could summarize and say, I think your tribe is really the people who resonate with your values, your self-values, whatever your values are, whether it's, being open-minded, kind, da-da-da. And your community are people in your community, people who you know, who maybe you have their numbers, maybe not, maybe you know what they do, maybe they don't, maybe, but they're not people you wish ill of. Okay, don't wish ill on anyone, first of all, but they're not your tights, they're not your tribe. And it doesn't mean that you don't wish them well, it's just that they're not your everyday people, right? So your tribe are your people that you call for happy moments, for sad moments, people just to chill, people who come to your house,
What about discovering the people in your tribe are not in your tribe but in your community? Because that also happens. I think some people shift.
Yeah, and I think it happens with growth, with age, and that's fine too, and I think the sooner you recognize it, the better. And they're in your community doesn't mean that you no longer love them, you no longer wish them well. They're just, it's different.
Shift.
Yeah, it's a shift.
Yeah.
It's a
Because
shift.
it's not like they were not your tribe, they were.
No,
but
they
maybe
were.
Maybe you have changed. Maybe you have changed.
They have
No,
changed.
because
Maybe
I had
they
a
also changed
conversation
in a
with a
different
friend of
way.
mine recently where I was telling her that I think we have a friend in common where she feels like, maybe there's like an end of friendship, or like this other friend is not acknowledging the friendship that was had. And I was like, I don't think that's the case. I think it's just a shift. And maybe you're not, accepting this shift the way that it's happening, and you want to fight against it, which I think is, instinctual, but...
People love safety and what they know.
Yeah, what they know, what's comfortable. And yet really what should be comfortable actually, I think, is the shift. Because when you go against that shift, conflict is only the thing that happens. So... yeah, but Diane told me this concept about tribe and community, and it really resonated with me. I think because maybe, coming of age, if that's the case. And so, yeah, now I find a way of just, you have to, what's it called, categorize friends? I never used to.
Maybe that sounds mean.
It really does sound mean, but I never used to.
It doesn't.
But because to me, all of my friends were my sisters. Every single friend of mine is my sis. But now I realize there's different degrees.
Yeah, true.
Of friendship. There is, you're in my circle, you're my inner circle, you know my deepest, darkest secrets. There is, you wish me well. There is, you're my business partner, but you're not my friend. There is, there's a bunch of things. You're my colleague, not my friend.
True. Yeah. Or you can have colleagues that are your friends and others are not.
And yes, exactly.
And it's all fine, And I think the challenge is that we want to put everybody in one box and then we get disappointed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's
then you
really
start getting
you've
depressed
disappointed
about
yourself,
friendships.
right? Because of expectations. You put all of this on people and it's like, well, they didn't ask for this,
No one signed up for that.
Nobody signed up for it.
So, wrapping up, I wanted to touch upon women supporting women.
Wrap it up.
Girls supporting girls. What's your deal on that? I
All
think
for
that comes
it.
with sister love. I mean, anyway, we're going to talk about it also in the next episode that's going to celebrate the strength of a woman. Our March episode, obviously, celebrating Women's Day. But what are you guys' general takes on that as we sign off?
I think in life, I've had great friends. God has blessed me with great friends. Most of them have been female, and they have really gotten me to where I am. In the lowest points of my life, it has been sisters, it has been people like you who have gotten me to be, the best that I am, who inspire me to do better and be better. So yeah, I'm all for it, and I'm all for, fostering that behavior in our children in the future, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I think for me, women supporting women has just been a part of my life from the very beginning. We have a strong mom. We have strong females in our family, right? From our grandmothers that are still alive and well, thank God. Strong cousins and aunties, and then strong friendships. But also, I think maybe something that we can touch upon on one of the podcasts will be women supporting women in business and in work, really, in career growth.
Yeah.
I think all of my bosses or investors have all been women, and they have really gotten me to the next level. Whether they knew that they were mentors or not, whether that was intentional or not, it was really the women that bigged me up and really showed me the way. So shout out to them. I fully support women supporting women.
I feel it's really, like you said, you're going to talk about it next time. It's a broad topic. We can't rule out the fact that some women really don't wish the best for.
Right? That's the fact.
I don't know. The more you give, the more you get. They feel like if I'm sharing this information, even just basic things like information. Like today, Diane sent me some links that she thought would be useful to me. Someone calls themselves your friend. They'll withdraw that information from you. Just for fear. I don't know what causes that, but it's like the worst thing. Because you won't even grow. With that attitude, you don't grow.
I think that's a different topic. But just to answer Gara's question, I think what causes is that we're mentally trained to think that there's only room
competition.
for one. We're always in competition. It's a power dynamic. Like there's only space for one person on the board. There's only space for one woman,
not one person.
One woman on the board. There's only space for I think we're in constant competition, which I think there's room for everyone. There's room for everyone, and use your God-given abilities to move forward. And if I can
see
help
how
you do that,
far
why
we
not?
would go if all women supported other women. Like really.
Well, for me, it's all love. So I think I love girls supporting girls. I love my sister friends. I love these niggas. I love everybody. Just to wrap up, I wanted to thank my co-hosts today and thank all of you for tuning in. Please subscribe. Follow SheBlooms_net on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and the blog itself. And if you want to share a story of a lesson that you've learned on anything, any kind of category, please send it in, and we will make sure to post it anonymously or with your name, whatever you may choose. Thank you so much for listening. Stay tuned for next month's podcast on the strength of the woman. Thank you.
Bye.